Yo, whoosh. What's up, guys? Um, I'm just gonna start right off, man. I'm gonna start it off. Look, guys, the devil. Oh, the devil. The devil's plagued this world. I mean it. That we have. Everybody believes that the devil's real. Everybody believes in the devil. Ain't nobody believe in God. What's that tell you? Everybody's full of lust. Everybody wants to act out their lust. Nobody within love. What does that tell you? Everybody loves their phone. They use people. What does that tell you? Everybody wants to do things that drain them. Ain't nobody want to do things to gain. What does that tell you? People want to do things that hinder them in their life, nothing that benefits them. What does that tell you? People love the social media influence and they hate their own brother. What does that tell you? People are so full of anger, hate, despair, sadness. Ain't nobody full of joy, happiness, and peace. What does that tell you? That tells me that the devil has more influence and control over this world than we think. And we think it's normal. We think it's normal to live within these states of being, within these states of mind, with this influence we have over others. And we don't think it's normal. We don't think it's cool to be nice. We don't think it's cool to live for God. We don't think it's cool to do things that we're going to benefit from in the long term. We don't think it's cool to take care of our family. We don't think it's cool to take care of our loved ones. We think it's cool to treat them like shit. We think it's cool to treat them like trash. That's not it. We think it's cool to have all the cool new phones, the cool new cars, all this money that all these jobs get us. But we ain't gonna do nothing with that for other people. We do something for ourselves with it. Only ourselves, for the most part. People are really selfish and people need to turn around. Real talk, man. People need saving. They really do, man, because we're coming close to these end times and judgment's already started. That's why when you start doing things that you used to do as a kid or that you used to do when you were a little younger, now you do them, it takes much more of a heavy toll on you. Why? Because you're being judged for it. Not by me, not by other men, but by God. Real talk. That's why some of the stuff that you know you shouldn't be doing, if you do, takes more of a heavy toll on you. It puts more of an effect on you. Why? Because we're in the judgment times. We're already getting close to the end times, guys. I'm not playing with you. That's why all that content be popping up all the time about people talking about the end times. That's why people be waking up to the fact that, all this Christ consciousness, this holy consciousness, this living, man, people be waking up to it and ain't nobody doing stuff about it. You know? You have the people that are waking up that are talking about it and all, but everybody else don't want to listen. They don't want to listen to that, and that's fine. You choose your side, man, but you can't really play both parts no more. You gotta pick, man. You're either gonna serve God or you're gonna serve the flesh. You're either gonna be of the spirit or of the world, and you can't have one foot in, one foot out. You can't have that no more. You have to choose. It's time to make a choice. You're either gonna take care of the people around you, you're gonna treat them like trash. You're either gonna take care of yourself and take care of everything else around you and everything you do, or you're gonna be selfish and you're gonna be greedy and you're gonna take rather than give. You're going to be worried about you rather than other people. You're going to be worried about what you can get and where you can go rather than helping other people get off their feet. You know, we got a lot of people, flew into my eye. Got a lot of people doing things for themselves and doing things out of a chaotic order rather than finding their own peace of mind and living righteously. What does that tell you? That tells me that the devil has more influence over this world than we think. Just take a look around. How do people treat each other? I saw this one thing on YouTube. This girl, she was handing this homeless dude food with the camera right in front of his face because she didn't care about helping him. She didn't care about that. She cared about what other people would think about her and caring for that dude. That's not cool. That's selfish. That's what can I do for me? How can I make me look better? Now, how can I care for my own man? You know what I'm saying? My own fellow brother, my own fellow sister. How can I take care of them? That's not what people think. They think about, oh, the clout, oh, the followings, oh, the likings, oh, I hope people like me, oh, I hope people see me and they think I'm cool. People think about that. They think that other people have the power to judge. God has the power to judge. None of us have that power. Everybody that's judging their fellow man, they will be judged. I promise you. You have to do things from the heart. You have to do things in terms with the spirit. You have to ask God for forgiveness, and you have to surrender yourself to God, to the Holy Spirit, and He will shine His light through you. He will shine His light through you, speak through you, act through you, and you will put off that holy essence because you've surrendered yourself to that light rather than surrendering yourself to that darkness. Real talk. I'm going in today, guys. I'm going in today. We gotta stop doing these things. We have to stop doing these things because it ain't helping nobody. It's not even helping us. Because at the end of the day, it's you and God, man. It's you and God. You die, you go up, you get judged, you get sent where you're supposed to be. Real talk. You know, this stuff is real. This ain't no joke. You know, I understand, you know, religion has painted a really skewed picture of God and all that. But look, guys, you can't really even pay attention to that. You have to pay attention to what the Holy Spirit's trying to tell you. What is your right from wrong? Act upon that. You know, it's so easy to be corrupted. It's so easy to act from a place of lower intentions. It's so easy to do that, and that's why we have everybody doing it. You know, everybody's doing that because it's easy. It's difficult to be the better person. It's difficult to be the bigger man. It's difficult to put the pride away. It's difficult to put the ego away. That's why people don't do it, because it's not comfortable. It's not easy. To them, it feels weird. It feels gushy. It feels sweet. It feels fruity. They don't want to do that. They think it's cool to act hard. They think it's cool to judge. They think it's cool to put people down. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to live our best life. We're here to live a life of excitement, live a life of joy. Imagine, bro. Imagine doing all those things that you get excited to do, man. You're hanging out with your friends, not the friends you hang around that only want you for stuff, but the real friends that want you to go somewhere in your life. The real friends that are going to be around you and carry you to great places. The real friends that actually want to see you do better in your life. Those people exist, but you're not going to find them because you attract what you are. You got to change how you work. You got to change how you're wired before you find those people, before you find that energy, because you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Real talk. If you're trying to find better people, you're trying to live a better life, you got to change first. You got to change the things you do. You got to change the way you think. You got to change the way you speak. You got to change the way you move. Real talk. You got to find the Holy Spirit. Just ask God for forgiveness. Best place to start, man. Ask God for guidance. Ask God for more awareness. Ask God to keep your eyes open for opportunities He puts in your path, not the devil. Haven't you guys ever noticed when you try to do better, there's always something tempting you to fall back into your old ways? Why is that? Because the devil doesn't want you to do good. The devil wants you to stay right where you're at, in the comfy place of boredom, the comfy place of stale energy, the comfy place of just a boring life, a very boring life. I want you to examine yourself, guys. I want you to examine the things you do, where you're at in life. You know, is it boring? Are you getting the most out of life? Do you feel that you're getting the most out of life, or are you just skimming the surface? You just barely getting by. You know, you're just doing all right. You should be full of joy. You should be full of excitement. You should be full of love, bro. Not lust, not hate, not greed. That's the devil's work. God doesn't give you doubt. God doesn't give you lust. God doesn't give you hate. The devil does. It's easy to choose this side. It's difficult to choose that side. Real talk. We have to make a choice. You can't keep choosing the easy route. You can't keep choosing the convenient route. There are no shortcuts to glory. There are no shortcuts to righteousness. You're either going to be of the Spirit or of the world. You're either going to serve the Spirit, you're going to serve God, or you're going to serve the flesh. You're going to serve the material. All this stuff that we're collecting, all these phones, all this money, all these cars, all this fame, it's going to stay right here when you're gone. It's going to stay right here when you're gone. That stuff don't matter. That stuff does not matter. This stuff is temporary. And we live our lives in this temporary place thinking this is real, thinking this is what we got. This ain't it, fam. This is not it. We got to choose the Spirit. We got to choose God, because within God we have life everlasting. All this temporary stuff stays right here. This physical body stays right here in the ground with everything else around it. Choose the Holy Spirit, you don't got to go further underneath. You can ascend up. Real talk. It's easy to be hateful. It's easy to judge. It's easy to put people down. Why is it so difficult to be righteous? Why is it so difficult to be nice? Why is it so difficult to be kind? Because the devil has influence over this world. The devil has influence over our minds. Whether you want to believe that or not, whether you want to see that or not, it's real. It's happening. We have so many people acting like demonic people. Why? Because the devil's taking control. Real talk. We have all this war, all this stuff happening. Why? Because the devil's taking control. And people can't see that. People have separated themselves and have been separated by other people so far away from righteoushood or so far away from God because the devil wants that to be the last thing that you see. Doesn't even want that to be the thing you see. Every time you try to do better for yourself, someone or something drags you right back. Even the thoughts in your head try to drag you back to your old ways. Why? Because the devil doesn't want you to do good. You guys got to pay attention. This is real stuff. This is really happening. You know, the truth is stranger than fiction, I promise you. This ain't no joke, guys. We really on here for a purpose. We're not here to live these boring lives. We're not here to live these stale lives. We're not here to wake up miserable. We're here to wake up excited. We're here to wake up in our purpose, guys. Look at me, man. I'm fucking glowing. I'm glowing because I got that righteous spirit, man. I've surrendered myself to God. I've surrendered my body as his vessel so he can preach through me. You think all this stuff is just coming to me? To me? No, this is being said through me. This is stuff that just fills me throughout the day because I pray every day. I surrender myself every day. Real talk, guys. It's not... We got to make a choice. You got to make a choice. You know, I'm going to say it again. You're either of God, you're either of the Holy Spirit, or you're of the world. You're either going to do what they tell you to do, or you're going to do what God tells you to do. You're either going to act how they act, or you're going to act how you're supposed to act. You're either going to act from your lower self or from your higher self, guys. There's so many different ways to put this. Why? Because we have so many different perceptions, guys. Real talk. Like, there's so many different ways to phrase this to make so many other people understand. We all have our own ways of preaching these words because we're all wired differently, guys. You got to find your own voice. You got to find your own way of preaching this stuff because you're going to help other people understand. You're going to help other people find their way and out of this rut, out of this darkness, out of this dark place, out of this hole that we're in. People are so sucked in to these things that they're doing, they don't even recognize the hole that they put themselves in. They think it's normal. They think it's all right. They think it's cool. But you be stuck and you keep coming back to square one no matter what you do. Why? Because you're not finding God. You seek the benefits. You seek the life. You seek the joy that only God can give you without God. You think you can find all this stuff, all these benefits, all the stuff that you want in your life. You think you can find it without God. You can't. That's why you keep going back to square one, because you come to the same test and you give it the same answer. That's why you're always failing. You always failing because you always give it the same answer. You give it the same response. You say, I don't want you, but I want everything that you can give me. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. You ain't never gonna find nothing. You ain't never gonna find nothing in your life that is actually for your betterment unless you accept Jesus Christ, unless you accept God within your life. I'm not playing with you guys. This is real. I hope you guys pulled something from this video. That's all I want to talk about. I might make another one. Peace. Take care. Be safe.